But yeah, I think the tufa monster is definitely gonna have to wait, because by the time that we return, well, a whole lot of time will have passed. And I've got a feeling that the more we continue here, once we exit this cave, I probably can no longer ignore the Lake of Cleansing. There is an ever so small part of me which is kind of ashamed about the fact that, well, I'm just getting distracted so badly to the point that I can't even remember how many days have passed at this point in time ever since we last saw Regis. Luckily, he is our friend. He knows us. He knows that we are bound to do this kind of stuff. Which honestly means that we have basically got his permission, right? That's how this works, I'd like to imagine. Either way, greetings, gentlemen. Oh, I was imagining you'd be friendly. I was asking how was your evening and whatnot, but no, you had to go and be nasty little buggers. Seriously, why? Always the pain and suffering. Yeah, very much blood, including mine. Why can't I ever just find normal random people on the side of a riverbank who just want to have a talk? That maybe you fished something up interesting, or maybe you needed help with fishing something interesting up. But no, it's always the violence, the pain, the suffering. And you're honestly just making my job, well, also a little bit easier, I guess. Whatever the case may be. You signed your own death warrant.
Throw their lives away attacking an armed witcher. I'll never know. Something wrong with my face?
Probably.
Like Merten wrote about. Gotta be. Nice place. Pretty as hell.
Gotta say, that's true. Unfortunately, there needs to be a cleanup right here, right now, but... it is what it is. Either way, what did you dig up? Oh. Well, okay then. I had you fish that up, and I was just strolling by, I would have let you keep that. It wasn't mine. You fished it up, no problem. If there was a diagram inside of there, I was willing to pay you for it. But no, you had to be bloody idiotic bandits. Either way, there'd be a whole lot more treasure down there. Which means, how about we take a little dive down? Okay, whatever is waiting for me over there, you can wait a little bit longer. Let's see. Okay, what's that? That's a corpse. I'd like to see that, I guess. Convert prayer? Okay, I'm not going to read that while submerged. Let me take a look. I was a foul sinner, yet in Lebioda I found grace. I was unhappy, yet in Lebioda I found joy de vivre. I wasted away my life on pleasures of the flesh, laziness and revelry. Yet in Lebioda I found a new calling. Here in the Lake of Cleansing I leave behind what binds me to my past sins, and let it remain here forever and always. Well, as long as those sins remain under the water and not with your corpse, but I got a feeling that was not the case for everyone. Or maybe it was. Either way, Merten's last letter and the manticore gauntlets. And likewise, a whole lot of other stuff. I'm sure Lebioda doesn't mind. I mean, Lebioda isn't real. And if Lebioda is real, well, tough luck for me in that case. Either way, I'm taking whatever the hell I can get. That means one more piece of manticore set still waiting for us. And what else have we got? Please, something good. I can sell that. Sell us runestone. Okay. There for sure be some decent stuff on the bottom of this lake. A lot of decent stuff. I'm gonna have a little bit more of a swim around to find all that I can find, including several more notes. Oh god, this place is definitely quite vast. A lovely lake for sure. with a whole lot of junk in it. I'm doing Lebioda a favor. The Lake of Cleansing needs cleansing. That's what we're doing. Alright, I think that is everything. Or, well, most of it. There's still some buckthorn remaining, but you need to keep a little bit of buckthorn remaining on the Lake of Cleansing, right? The Holy Lake. Well, let's see what kind of notes we picked up. We have got Merten's last letter. The 32nd of Fane. My road has reached its end. I, Merten, have been given as a child to members of the Manticore Guild of Witches, having been subjected to their vile mutations and refashioned by their destructive regime of training. Do this day cease to be a Witcher. I have finished my pilgrimage and divested myself of all that tied me to my old life. I have journeyed to the hidden chapel in the cave of tribulations and survived. And today I am born anew. Here, in the Lake of Cleansing, I leave behind the last of the items which signify my attachment to my previous incarnation as a Witcher. Along with them I leave behind my cares, my grievances, and my obligations. I cast off all that I was, including my name. From now on, I shall answer to Chavel. I am a new man. Thank you, most redoubtable Lebioda. I feel my new self pushing me onwards to new lands and places which remain hidden from me. The good folk who helped me during my journey always said I must listen to my inner voice and follow it, for it is through that inner voice that Lebioda speaks to us. I shall not go against its will. I will set off north to Temeria, Edirn, perhaps even the Dragon Mountains. I will proclaim the glory of Lebioda and do good deeds, just as the prophet commanded. Well, Chavel, wherever you right now are, no matter how long ago this was, I do hope you found peace in life, and that you are spreading forward all of those good vibes. And secondly, we had some other notes from other people. They told me if I walked the path of atonement, Lebioda would give me strength and show me the way to start a new life. They lied. I gave away everything I had. I did penance for all my sins. I compensated those I had wronged. And what? Nothing. I feel empty-breathed. Let devils take Lebioda and all of his followers. Yeah, you can't have it all. It's the power of faith. You either believe in it or you don't believe in it. And if it doesn't do what you want, then either it's the God's will and whatnot, or it's... yeah. Faith remains a rather difficult subject.
Merten's last stop.
Very much so. Which means there's only one more place remaining, which would be where exactly? All the way to the south. All the way over here. The cave where Lebioda once stayed. I thought that the cave would actually be the one that was found over here, but that, I guess, was thus the chapel. Well, that is on our way, and although there is a whole lot more stuff here to check out, like, for example, this house is over here, there's a bridge going over there, there were the strange trees up here, I see a dock over here, there's lots of stuff. That's maybe for another day, same with this thing over here. All we will do is go and check out this Night for Hire situation for the Ducal Camerlengo contract, and then we'll slowly head south. To Monster we'll have to wait, and I guess that one can wait as well. Yeah. I'll see about those. Whatever the point may be, I want to make way and actually try and get towards our, well, a spot of white, because I really don't want to leave Regis waiting for too much longer. There's still some stuff I have to do in the neighborhood as well, but for now, we're traveling south with one small detour, which would be right over here. Which begs the question, what is required of us? Because I do see a little... what is this? Just normal camp? Is it a proper house thing? Vineyards? I mean, it does look rather proper, but then the question becomes, what happened to this place, and who is in need of help here? Because clearly this is an abandoned site. Which just begs the question, Bassin Farm. What is that? I hear you. Why has this place been abandoned? What are you? I see you, but I can't properly see. Are you a ghoul? You look bigger than a ghoul. Are you the only thing that's around? Okay, what the hell are you? I can barely see, but I'm, just in case, gonna say vampire. Or would it just be a normal ghoul? It's gonna be a normal ghoul. Well, whatever the case may be. Friends, this is not... Never mind. Hi. Long time since I've seen a werewolf. Would you like some fire? I have more than enough fire for you. Which obviously means I should need my cursed oil, but this will work. I'm very sorry. I don't know what your story is. However, you've been tormenting these people, and that ends today. And thus, life instantly returns. Always nice to see, although I do have to say, were all of you just waiting in the wings and whatnot before for you to re-liberate this area, or for you as populace to return? Because, bloody hell, you guys move fast. Either way, I will take all of that. Oh, eviction notice. To Hubert and Giselle Duret. In connection to my recent acquisition of the Bassin Farm, I, the undersigned, Countess Stéphane Baudet de Sacor, do hereby inform Sirs Hubert and Giselle Duret, who currently inhabit said piece of real estate, that they are obliged to vacate the premises within no more than 7 days of receiving this notice. In the case of failure to comply with this warning, the matter will be referred to the appropriate enforcement bodies. This is a legally binding notice and has been prepared in accordance with the Act on the Bassin Farm issued by Beauclair Magistrate. Sincerely, Countess Stéphane Baudet de Sacor. Ooh. Okay, that begs the question. Was the werewolf the one who was evicted from this place? And if so, did you all knew him? Or her? And what about the corpse that the werewolf was eating? There's a story here, which I don't fully understand. Either way, all your loot belongs to me. Bassin Farm. Contrary to her appearances, Toussaint does not live and die by the wine trade alone. It also exports valuable building materials and a great quantity of wool. The clover-rich slopes of Mont Crane provide sustenance to a broad variety of sheep, including the famed Toussaint Merinos, whose fleece fetches mind-boggling sums. Bassin is one of the estates specializing in the breed and pasturing of these remarkable beasts. Well, I haven't really seen any sheep around here, so am I just missing them, or? Because seriously,
Hey, Tony Champion, the bells must give you one hefty reduction.
I guess they will. Thank you. Hello. Hi. But no, I'm noticing a distinct lack of sheep. I'll blame the werewolf. Either way, time for us to move south. I probably will run right into this place over here by the looks of things, so I guess at this point in time, we'll wait and see if anything stops me over there on my journey further south. For this is a place where we have not yet been, unless I'm very much mistaken, but by the sound of things, yeah, Mont Crane Cemetery. I'm definitely gonna say necrophages, just in case, never hurts. Let's see. Or specters. Specters are always an option as well. But that, for sure, looks like bar guests, maybe. Yeah, that is bar guests. Well, I guess spectral oil anyway, then. I mean, if the people would like to visit this graveyard, the cemetery, to pay respect to their loved ones, it is unwise for you to be running about the place. So, how about we do not continue all your dashing shenanigans? That's it. Where's your friend? There's your friend. Hello, bar guest. I'm sorry, but your days are numbered. Alright, was that the last one? Brilliant. Then my job here is done. And while my job is done... Okay, I'm not gonna rob that grave for 3 florins. I won't drop this grave for a Tucson Knight sword. No, you can keep that. That's all fine. I'll let you live in peace. Or rest in peace. And by the looks of things, there's not much else going on here, except for maybe some flowers here or there. A chest with some boots left behind for one of the graves. I'm not going to rob everything blind, no. Either way, that thus means it's time for us to move on further south. And I guess thus our focus will be right over here, where the Ducal Camelengo requires our help as well. The rest, all that we're skipping right now, we will for sure find it some other day. But, Roach, I know you're nearby. I can hear you and smell you. There you are. Such a good horse. Let's move on and see what else the day will bring us. A big part of me is also really curious if we can go towards those 2 mountains. Like, that is right between the river, isn't it? If I were to look in that direction. Yeah. That would lead me to over there, probably, but... Nonetheless, it's a beautiful sight to behold, all the way in the distance, for sure. Seriously, these lands just are a sight to behold. Yet at the same time, they might also end up being quite a sight for sore eyes. It's probably the wrong way to say it. Either way, there'd be a whole lot of nastiness in this world, and what the bloody hell is this leading me to? If I were to follow this. Is that leading me directly to Flovi? Or Floviv, whatever the name is. I mean, clearly this is for hauling all the stone and whatnot, but where to? I mean, the quarry isn't nearby. At least not in this direction, so... It's just a straight path towards here. Greetings! I'm sorry, did you just shoot me in the back? How about you shall not do that again? These fists are just to teach you a bloody lesson. Fine! Fine! You want to play it like this? Sure thing! Sure thing! No problem! I'll gladly teach you that bloody lesson. There we go. More fire. Everyone needs to be on fire. Right. You 3. Go down. And then I will deal with your archery friends. They are making their own life extremely more miserable with every passing second. Where are you, you bugger? No, you shan't. Let's see. Oh, not do anything rash. Who's been pelting me with arrows all this time, good sir? You, friend, this is what happens if you mess with me. Just like that.
Come on.
And then with full strength. No, I'm dealing with your friends.
Take you for a ride.
No, I will not take you for a ride. You are just gotta lie down. Well, at least that's what I would advise while you're on fire. Duck and roll.
Death comes for you.
Nah, I think more likely it's just waiting for you to stop shouting. There we go. Alright, any more friends? Yes, you do. Greetings.
Oh, the cadaver you're wearing?
well, the smell that you're smelling right now has been that of your friends. So, yes, you're not entirely wrong. However, no. I'm trying to come up with some kind of insult for you. But with your hiccups, I think you're already suffering more than enough. Well, maybe not enough, but... I mean, it is fun setting fire to you. All I did was ride here, and all of your friends just had to go and cause issues. Ah. Bloody idiots. Though what I'm wondering right now... Was this the place where I was planning to go?
Finally be able to drink in peace.
This is the place where I was trying to go, wasn't I? Yeah. I guess accidentally I actually went exactly where I thought I was going, while thinking I was going somewhere completely different. I'll take it. Either way, there's an armorer. Love to see that. And that armor probably can use a few of the tidbits that I... well... from the mess that I basically made. Hello. Orders written on a scrap of sowhide. Job's a simple one. You're to comb the warehouses at the freighter docks. Take any food supplies you find and scurry back here to the suite. There's a load of knaves errands around and plenty of her ill-smelling greases guardsmen. Philiberts. Oh, Mr. Four Fingers. Well, nice of you to actually send that letter right over there so that I know who I'm dealing with. To all members of the Tucson Merchants Guild, the witch has provided a great service to the Cooper's Guild by ridding the trade route of an insidious nuisance. He has thus earned the right to any discounts, rebates and special offers you are able to give him. Let him bask in the joy of being in our guild's good graces. I'm not happy with the Merchants Guild. If the Merchants Guild is sending people to their death just so that they can...
You brought peace,
well,
and somehow
just so that they can get a whole lot more money?
1,000 thanks.
Yeah. God. All the compensation. Dear oh dear.
Like a lady.
Either way,
Always get a new one.
the Meridium ore, always helpful, and all of your stuff, once again, I'll claim as loot, because you guys don't need the Meridium ore. What would you possibly need the Meridium ore for?
Just a few more ledges. Fetch this.
Greetings, good sir.
Yet another fugitive from the north? Why are you here?
To save your hides.
Noticed, but I just saved your ass.
Exactly.
Yes, though not without a reward in mind, I wager. I know your kind.
Course. And I'll want a share of your beggar's alms, too. Wanted to take a look at your goods first. May I?
I suppose. But you're to touch nothing, and on purchasing pay in full, in hard currency. Understood?
Yes, although I have a feeling that I'm not gonna buy a single thing from you, but... seriously, Northerners. Do you have something against us or something?
Nordlings. What about them bothers you so much?
Apart from the fact that they are all thieves, liars, and layabouts,
Wow.
not a thing.
Well then, maybe I will take my trade elsewhere. You will not offer me good prices. I can check, but...
Show me your wares. Promise not to touch anything.
I kind of want to not sell anything to him, but at the same time I'm also... He has the money, and I need to be happy with the fact that they have the money. And even though I just sold you an awful lot of stuff right now, I'm still carrying an awful lot, which really means I probably picked up way too much junk in my time, so I probably have to find a normal merchant to whom I can sell some stuff, because this is not sustainable at this rate. Either way, I hate to say it, but nonetheless, thank you for purchasing my junk. Meanwhile, have a day. Not a good
Gotta
one,
go.
not a bad
So
one.
long.
Just have a day. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but nonetheless, Roach, we're moving onwards. We're crossing the river. We're getting out of here.
That's it, Roach.
And thus, now that we have crossed this river, we are one step closer towards our goal. Regis is gonna be so proud of us, he's gonna be so happy that we totally didn't get distracted at all. Yep, he will totally be proud that we could totally resist any and all kinds of distractions. Well, we indulged in only a few, just because it was required. Anyway, we've got some panthers or bears probably on the side. And this crossroad right over here leads us to a choice. There'll be trouble to the right.
Come on now.
There'll be trouble to the left. To our left, we have got something that I wasn't planning to do, but the Grandmaster WOLVEN gear. According to our, well, soon-to-be Grandmaster friend, the diagrams for the WOLVEN gear supposedly were found here, and there's a little rune there. And likewise, the final piece of the manticore gear is right here where the cave where LeBioda once stayed. I kind of want to check out where the WOLVEN gear would be spread over, because this will for sure lead us into other directions. Which means it's just a small detour. Again, Regis is our friend. He knows how we think. He knows what we do. He might hate us for it, but he wanted time in order to figure stuff out. And that's exactly what we're giving him by exploring the Thermus Palace ruins. Toussaint was once a land of elves. The Ducal Palace is the most prominent remnant of that era, but it is not the only. The Enshade left behind a great many smaller and larger structures whose function can today only be guessed at. An example of this are the Thermus Palace ruins, which some tied to the legendary resting place of the last elven king, while others consider them a temple to some forgotten deity. What they were in truth, we shall never know. Unless we were to talk with the ghosts of the past, but that's more often than not exactly a wise thing to do.
Scholars pitched camp here. Should look around.
Yeah, while also trying to avoid any kinds of nastiness, because I saw something. I can't see what they are, but yeah. Either way, yeah, this is exactly the reason why I'm getting over encumbered, because I just pick up every bloody thing that I find. Either way, Isabelle Duchamp's journal. Alright. Logbook of the archaeological expedition under the guidance of Isabelle Duchamp. Our excavation is underwritten by Oxenford Academy. Its goal is to study the ancient elven ruins at Thermus, and subsequently locate and find a way into the underground chambers beneath them using the purple ruby of Ed Inver. The purple ruby? Alright. We have arrived in Toussaint, one of the many trifling little realms in the Nilfgaardian Empire. Our journey took place without incidents. Well, I guess for not that long. 27th of March. Master Tinsail, a local elf, advised us against entering the ruins. As a precaution, we have hired a witcher. And we have pitched camp and conducted preliminary reconnaissance. Okay, taking your sweet time, that's good. And the quarreling continues. The Witcher advises us to end the expedition, and someone has yet again brought up that canard about an ancient curse. And the entrance to the underground chamber is indeed protected by a barrier. We must await the Witcher's return. He is to use the purple ruby to...
They were scholars. Should have guessed the passages inside were blocked for a reason. Good thing they didn't try to go in there without a Witcher.
Yeah, but that then begs the question, what the bloody hell did they get themselves into in regards to madness? Because I've got a feeling that if it is locked away and we have to use something like a purple ruby, it's definitely gonna be interesting. Okay, apparently there's an entrance here, but I hear something more important. Where are you? I hear you. I want you. Didn't really mean it. I like that. Thank you.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Yeah, I should absolutely draw from that, while we also look for this purple ruby. Totally, that's what we're doing. Where is it? I hear you right here. Okay, let's go the long way around, I guess, because this place is treacherous at this point in time. Is it down below? I bloody well hear you, but I can't see you. Okay, entrance, brilliant. Where are you? Where? Are you down there? You must be down there. Show me. Displays of power. You can't hide from me. Really, they locked you in another room? The walls clearly don't stop the massive noise that you make, my friend. Dear oh dear. But, if I'm right, let me see. It's time. It's time. It's not yet time. We need a greater rep mutagen. Hold on. One greater rep mutagen coming right up. Let's see. That's the one. We no longer even need to change stuff with the winter cherry that we now have. That will do. Awesome. All right. Metamorphosis. Apply critical effects to opponents. Activates a random decoction for 2 minutes with no toxicity cost. And the maximum number of decoctions that can be activated simultaneously by this mutation is 3. And the witch senses help you see better in the dark places. That final bit is very important. I like that maybe the most. But I want that. And critical effects, that would be poison, I'm guessing. That would be fire. Lots of options. Either way, we're taking you. Which also means... can I leave this? Yes, there we go. Yeah. Everything can be placed in here. Except for these, but that's fine. Yeah, that remains a shame that we can't actually place these things right over here. Have you here, but you just won't fit no matter what. Makes me not entirely sure what I would want to eventually do, because I do miss out on the bonuses in this regard with the great mutagens. Because one is always filled with this, and when would I get the next? I need to unlock 8 researchers, and when would that be? We've right now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 6. I would have to research 2 more at various costs. I am not entirely sure if that is worth it. But nonetheless, metamorphosis. You'll love to see it. Anyway, with that now active... Oh yeah, that is basically a cat eye effect whenever we're indoors and I use my witch senses. That will help us to see a whole lot more. I like that a lot. Yeah, this is a brilliant day for me. Going here was a very good choice. Maybe it will end up being a little bit blinding like that, but should it actually become too blinding, then there are always solutions for that, because we can temporarily focus on something else while we're at it. Either way, that was the place of power, and we apparently have got, well, I guess that was the entrance, but that does not absolve us from the entrance on the other side.
Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be.
Absolutely. But clearly the entrance to where we want to go is down here. Can we get there safely? Safely, without doing all kinds of strange shenanigans. Even further down. God, you blasted the door open? So much for being archaeologists. Well, clearly you guys weren't, but nonetheless. Okay, seriously, these palace ruins? They are massive. Okay, and that seems to be a very uncomfortable place to die at. Yikes. Either way, animals galore all around by the sound of things. Yet our attention is drawn right over here, but we lack this purple ruby.
Magic barrier. Got a bad feeling, damn it.
Yeah. Okay, find the key that opens the barrier in the passage to the underground chambers. Where would we find our witcher friend? Because ask and you shall receive. Hello. George Herbert's letter. Dear Hadwiga, You were absolutely correct to advise against this journey. Why did the Dean of Archaeology entrust his leadership to the House of Disquadrune? Who found the violet ruby of Ed Greenvale? Me or her? You must know that the Witcher has returned after all. The ruby removed the barrier, as I held it would from the start, and it allowed him to explore the interior. Can you believe the Witcher almost convinced that Duchamp to return to town to hire additional guards? We don't know what dangers are in store for us. Now, there's someone who knows how to pad his billable hours. Well, maybe, but nonetheless, maybe you should listen to Witchers. Duchamp took to the idea, recalling the tale about the tomb being cursed. Yet I convinced the company not to put any stock in fairy tales. We must hurry, I said, for what if someone beats us to it and robs the elven treasury first? Because, as you know, according to my translation, the most precious can only mean one thing. The lost treasure of King Divitaf. Soon it shall be ours. Yes, soon it shall be yours. Later addendum partly obscured by bloodstains. The Witcher was right. We should never have gone in there. That isn't a cursed place. I barely managed to escape, crawl out and take the ruby. The portal is closed. I'm safe, but the others... Yup. You caused yourself a whole lot of trouble by not listening to the advice of a Witcher. Which seriously is just a bloody foolish thing to do. Which means specters, maybe. Either way, I want to know what happened to the WOLVEN gear. Because that surely means that our Witcher friend is still inside of here. Yup, as expected. Specters.
More light could be useful.
Well, maybe, but at the same time, we have got vision in the dark. We don't need more lights. What we need is a way to not be overrun by bloody bar guests. So if both of you just bugger off, thank you. Dear oh dear. Well, I'd say that still went rather well. However, if there's a few of you here, there probably are more. So what happened to you?
The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit.
Did they unleash something while they were inside of here? Because if they were running for the exit, that means they were in here for a while, I'd imagine. Which then begs the question... Okay, can I open this? No, I can't. Hi. Hello, my friends. Would you like to play? I would like to play. Come over here. No. No jumping. I need to teach you a lesson, my friends. Jumping up against your owners or your superiors, not allowed. Which means... Let's see what's behind door number 1. Probably more specters. Although right now it's rather quiet. The people didn't actually go in. They did go through the normal door, but... Okay, I was gonna say, where are the giant centipedes? I am not even surprised to see you, but I'm happy to see you, nonetheless. What do you mean I cannot do that now? I'm checking my Witcher senses. I can't do that. Well, 1 giant centipede. Where's number 2? Where's number 3? They always are working in pairs. So, bar guests, giant centipedes. Lovely place for sure. But where... Whoa! Hi! I'm sorry for dropping in, but it happened accidentally, I swear. No. Come on. Be a dear. Don't cause issues. That's it. Oh, my sword is just so powerful right now. You guys really don't stand a bloody chance. Oh, 2 slices. What decoctions have I got going on right now? I've got Gravehack, Archgriffin, Earth Elementa. Gravehack increases vitality regeneration. Archgriffin causes, if stamina is available, to let strong attacks consume all of it for extra damage, which isn't really helping me out right now, but still useful. And Earth Elemental increased the witch's resistance to vitality depleting critical effects applied during combat. I love these mutagens. Oh. Sure, they're not helping me in these direct circumstances. This is just my sword doing the work right now, I'd say, but nonetheless. Dear oh dear. Either way, onwards we go.
Satchel looks like it belonged to a witcher.
Alright, are there any diagrams in there? Yes, there are. Armor, trousers, boots, rebus, and Adonna of Carreras' journal. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised Master Tien Sale asks such a steep price to forge Grandmaster armor. No other craftsman in the world is his equal. I tried to tell wise old Vesemir what he gave me would barely be enough for one silver sword. Trekked halfway across the world to get here from Kaer Morhen, and for what? Gonna have to look around for some work. Today, Tien Sale introduced me to the leader of an archaeology club. But in the end, we reached a deal. Checked the area out and it seems calm enough, though my medallion did buzz in a few spots near the ruins. That's why I told them to pitch camp a bit further away from the main entrance. Who the blazes know what might be living inside? They've also mentioned something about a curse, so guess I should expect raves, bar guests maybe. Damn it, should have asked for more. Tomorrow we start exploring. Yeah, this sounds like the type of contract.
Interesting.
That really requires a lot more.
Wolf. Not many of us left alive.
No. But I guess that is the fate of us switchers. But interesting to know that if we had these diagrams for this Grandmaster gear, you'd expect that Vesemir would have kept a copy somewhere. Which really means, Vesemir, you didn't really do a good job with, well, keeping our secrets. Either way, whose grave does this belong to? Epitaph King Divitaph. Here lies our father. He died so that others may live. A sad story for sure. Especially with the whole pogrom and whatnot happening afterwards. Like, God, from what we heard, that was an absolute mess. Hi?
A witcher. Brought the ceiling down to bury his foes.
Oh, God.
Ended up burying himself, too.
Yikes. Well, I guess it worked, but nonetheless. Oof. Is that the full Wolven set, thus? It might be. I think it actually is. Huh. Well, I expected this to take me to a whole lot of other places, but I guess your story was a short one, my friend. Well, in the meantime, let me take whatever the hell I can get, because there is more to be spotted here. Awake Niel's letter. I, Awake Niel, write this missive to you, elven brother, from another time, to ensure memory of our sad fate never perishes. After many failed attempts, the treacherous Dwan finally managed to reach King Divitaph and stick his flesh with steel. The court medic's healing brews provided no succor, and King Divitaph did not last the night. At that moment, our morale, which had already suffered a great trial during the weeks-long siege, reached rock bottom. But were we to allow the body of our leader to fall into the hands of the Dwan? Let them put his head on a pike? The mage Barvion did not have to ponder long. The king's place is in his family crypt in Kirotak. I was one of the volunteers who carried the body from the palace through the underground tunnels. Yet somehow the Dwan picked up on our trail and attacked us in the temple. After a short battle, we made an unanimous decision. Barvion shall leave and close the entrance to the crypts behind him. We shall stay behind and place the king in his grave. The mage hesitated a short while, yet knew the palace would fall without his support. He left, swearing he would soon return, once our troops had fought off the Dwan with the help of General Semphornin, whose army should reach us any day now. Rest of the letter is illegible. Well then, So you end up being the guardian spirits of your king. I'm not here to rob his grave. I'm just here to, well, be curious. Hello. The key slid under the door, maybe? No, that would actually lead me right back to the entrance. Alright. Well, I guess that is the end of this story. Which means... onwards we go. Should we take that back? We probably should take that back. Just to give our king that little bit of peace. And as we take it along with us... hopefully none shall ever disturb this place. Ever. Again.
I get that we didn't want to have our Grandmaster witch diagrams fall into the wrong hands. Assuming that there can be wrong hands for them. But if there is one thing that these treasure hunts are teaching me, it is to always make sure to make enough copies.